Okay, so picture this. The world's biggest banks, right? Fortress-like security, super fast internal systems.
Yeah, the gold standard for moving money internally.
And now they're exploring public blockchains like Ethereum. It just
Yeah,
sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it?
it definitely raises eyebrows.
So today we're diving deep into your sources on this. We want to unravel this strategic paradox.
Yeah, figure out why giants like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo are looking at this digital frontier.
And critically, how they think they can keep client stuff completely confidential while doing it. You're going to get a shortcut, basically, to understanding the next wave of payments.
It's a fascinating puzzle.
So, okay, let's start there. Why would these institutions with systems that are already so efficient, so private, even consider going near a public blockchain?
Right, that's the core tension your sources really dig into. And it's definitely not about ripping out what already works incredibly well.
So the old databases aren't going anywhere.
No way. They're unmatched for those internal, high-speed, totally private transactions. They're built on, the ACP properties.
Atomicity, consistency, that's that.
Exactly. Atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. It's the bedrock. Guarantees every transaction is perfect, reliable, private. Think of it like a bank's secure internal vault ledger.
Makes sense.
And for a huge company, say like Walmart, that default privacy is just non-negotiable. They'd never want their transaction volumes out in public.
Okay, so if the current systems are so good,
Yeah.
what's pushing them? What's the driving force your sources found?
Well, that's where it gets interesting.
And your material really hammers this home. It's not replacement, it's augmenting, adding something new.
Precisely. That's the key. The sources identify the game changer as really boiling down to two main ideas: programmability and composability.
Okay, programmability, like smart contracts.
Exactly. Think of smart contracts less like just code and more like self-enforcing digital agreements. They can automatically manage really complex financial flows.
Like JP Morgan's Connexes platform with the dynamic funding stuff.
You got it. Or zero balance instructions. This isn't just about being a bit more efficient. It fundamentally changes how financial products can even be designed and delivered.
And tokenization fits in here too, right? Turning assets into digital tokens. Makes them easier to trade, like JP Morgan's Project Guardian work.
Yes, absolutely. Fractionalizing investments, making things more liquid. And then there's the other piece, composability.
The money Legos idea.
That's the one your sources mentioned.
Yeah.
It means different applications on a blockchain can just interact, snap together seamlessly, create brand new services without needing permission from some central gatekeeper.
Wow.
And that kind of rapid open innovation, that's something traditional finance just can't easily replicate. It sort of shifts banks towards becoming platform enablers.
That's a huge mindset shift for them. So, okay, with these new powers, how are banks actually building these things? Your sources talk about how the models are evolving.
Yeah, there's a definite trajectory. You see them starting with walled garden private DLTs.
Distributed ledger technology.
Right, like JP Morgan's Connexium that's processed, over $1.5 trillion already?
Yeah.
But then they move towards bridges to the world.
Like JP Morgan putting deposit tokens onto a public blockchain as a proof of concept.
Exactly that. And even exploring shared stablecoins through consortiums.
Which brings us back to the big question in your sources. Why? Why use a public chain like Ethereum? It seems slower, definitely more transparent.
Yeah, on the surface. But the answer really lies in the network effect. Using Ethereum isn't about replacing their super fast internal database. It's about plugging into this massive global hub of innovation.
Because everyone's already there.
Pretty much. It's got the largest developer community, universal standards like ERC20, so things just work together. And it offers this neutral settlement layer that no single bank could build alone. It's a classic build versus buy decision, but for an entire ecosystem.
Okay, I get the why, but the how. How do you protect privacy? Especially for giants like Walmart or Amazon. Their transaction data is like competitive gold. How on earth do you keep that private on a public chain?
That's the absolute critical challenge your sources tackle head on. And the solution involves some pretty sophisticated privacy-enhancing technologies.
Like what?
Well, think about permission sidechains. Transactions happen privately, off the main public chain, but they anchor a kind of cryptographic proof, a hash, back to the public ledger for security.
Okay, so private lane, public anchor. What about ZK rollups? That sounds like sci-fi.
Huh. It's pretty groundbreaking, actually. Imagine you bundle thousands of private transactions together off-chain.
Right.
Then you generate a single super compact mathematical proof, a zero-knowledge proof. This proof verifies that all those bubbled transactions are valid.
Without revealing any of the actual detail.
Exactly. You get the public chain's rock-solid security without sacrificing any commercial confidentiality. Best of both worlds.
So it's like a verified privacy stamp without showing the letter inside. That's wild. Okay, and your sources show this isn't just cool tech. There's a huge business case, especially for retailers.
Oh, absolutely. Take Walmart again. Your sources estimate they pay maybe $10 billion a year in credit card fees. Plus, they deal with slow settlement times that tie up their cash.
Right, waiting days for money.
Now imagine a bank-issued stablecoin processed using ZK rollups. Transactions could cost like a fraction of a cent and settle instantly, 2047.
That's potentially billions in savings.
Billions, plus immediate access to funds. And you get that programmability for things like automating supply chain payments. It's a massive efficiency gain.
So, pulling this all together, what does this future look like? What are we heading towards?
The picture your sources paint is a multi-rail future for finance.
Meaning
You'll have the traditional databases humming along for internal speed and efficiency. You'll have permissioned DLTs for specific B2B deals. And then you'll have public blockchains acting as this universal, trust-minimized settlement layer connecting things.
all working together.
Seamlessly connected, hopefully, with privacy engineered right in from the start.
So the banks that figure out how to manage this complexity, offering programmable, interoperable value, but guaranteeing privacy, they're the ones who will lead.
That seems to be the implication. They'll be the ones building the next generation of finance.
Interesting.
So next time you hear about banks messing with crypto or blockchains, maybe think beyond just speculation. Consider, what new money Lego might they be building? Something that could fundamentally change how you pay or invest or manage your money using these hybrid systems.
A lot to think about there. Thanks for diving deep with us on this one.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring.